Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji, Honorable Chief Justice of India, Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, Honorable Supreme Court Judge, Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul, Honorable Judge Supreme Court of India, Justice Abdul Nazir, Honorable Judges of the Supreme Court, Honorable former Chief Justice of India, my colleague S.P. Singh Baghel, the Honorable Chief Justices and the Judges of the High Courts, the Attorney General for India, Sri R. Venkat Ramani, Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, President Bar Council of Supreme Court Bar Association, Sri Vikas Singh, Chairman Bar Council of India, Sri Manan Kumar Mishra, senior officers of the Government of India, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor to address this very august gathering to celebrate the Constitution Day. Constitution Day, or commonly referred as Samvidhan Divas, is annually celebrated to mark the adoption of Indian Constitution by the Constituent Assembly in 1949, and also to remind us the significance of the historic day. Constitution is the bedrock upon which Indian nation stands and continues to achieve great heights every passing year. Today, this occasion gives me the opportunity to convey my gratitude towards the makers of the Constitution and also to promote and to reaffirm our constitutional values and reiterate the constitutional promise of justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity towards the citizens of this nation. It is also an occasion to remember with gratitude the struggles and the sacrifices of our founding fathers. The founding fathers placed immense responsibility on the coming generations of countrymen to take the country forward in the path of progress. It would be apt to recall the words of Baba Saheb, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, when he cautioned us by saying, "Let us not forget that this independence has thrown on us great responsibilities. By independence, we have lost the excuse of blaming the British for anything going wrong. If hereafter things go wrong, we will have nobody to blame except ourselves." Justice is the foremost introductory vision and aspiration that the people of India have promised to give to themselves and its generations. The constitutional promise of equal justice is based on equal opportunity, and it is also a dream emanating from Article 39A. It is our constant endeavor to bring down barriers for accessing justice through integrating technology and other meaningful tools on making information accessible on a routine basis and in an easy to understand manner. In a country as large as ours, last mile delivery of justice remains critically challenged. New solutions have to be generated, integrated, and interoperated across various available legal platforms to actualize the last mile delivery of legal services. From courts to citizens, quick, simplified, and affordable access to justice should be the buzzword. To accelerate the movement of access to justice in India, the power of indigenous technology is being harnessed to mainstream legal aid and legal empowerment in the society. Now, seeking pre-litigation advice and consultation is a matter of doorstep delivery. It has been made possible through tele-law services wherein a citizen can connect via teleconferencing facilities with a dedicated pool of panel lawyers through downloading the tele-law mobile app or reaching to their near common service center within their villages. 25 lakh people have benefited from this service. In next 5 years, 1 crore plus citizens would be rendered with advice and consultation. To amplify the outreach of access to justice, legal literacy and legal awareness is being prioritized and made accessible in regional, local dialects using innovative techniques, both physical and virtual, of dissemination. To consolidate all these initiatives, Department of Justice has formulated a pan-India scheme on access to justice titled Designing Innovative Solutions for Holistic Access to Justice. In a vast country like India, where 65% of total population still lives in rural areas and where regional and local language is the medium of understanding, in most of the states, language becomes one of the perceived barriers in ensuring universal access to justice to the citizens of the country when legal material and legal terminology are not available in local language understandable by the common man. As it is, the Indian Constitution recognized 22 major languages of India in the 8th schedule of the Constitution. Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji on multiple occasions has highlighted the need to encourage local language in courts to increase the confidence of the common man of our country in judicial system and to make them feel connected to. In this context, I am happy to inform that under the aegis of the Ministry of Law and Justice, the Bar Council of India has constituted Bharatiya Bhasha Samiti, chaired by former Chief Justice of India, Honorable Justice S.A. Bobde. The committee, as a first step, is listing out words and phrases which are most frequently used in various branches of law, such as civil, criminal, and constitution, for developing a common core vocabulary close to all Indian languages for the purpose of translating legal material into regional languages. Such a common core vocabulary for all Indian languages will also help in translating legal material from one Indian language to another. By doing so, this will enable availability of law textbooks and judgments, orders in local languages to students pursuing legal education as well as administrators and litigants, etc. Further, this will also facilitate working of courts in local languages. Once the medium and mode of legal education starts using the regional languages, it would pave the way of creating a local language ecosystem under which the entire judicial system would operate. Towards this end, our legislative department of Ministry of Law and Justice has already prepared a glossary of 65,000 legal terms. We plan to digitize this glossary of 65,000 words and make them available to all public in searchable format for usage for all. Simultaneously, all efforts will be made to collect a legal glossaries already published in regional languages and to digitize it, and also to make it available to the public in a searchable format. Therefore, by selecting the best available translation tool and by using artificial intelligence technology, a mechanism for speedy, large-scale translation of legal terminology of Indian regional languages can be put in place to strengthen the ecosystem of local language. As part of Prime Minister's ambitious Digital India program, e-courts mission mode project will be a building block for paperless courts in future. This will ensure a transparent and speedy justice delivery system, an easier file storage and retrieval system, instantaneous access to voluminous records, thus increasing efficiency, making justice more accessible. I would like to give my sincere thanks to Honorable Prime Minister for making available adequate funds for e-courts mission mode project for creating the IT infrastructure in the courts. This has enabled the judiciary to function even during COVID period, wherein more than 2 crore virtual hearings have been held by the courts across India, making India a world leader in virtual hearings. The phase 2 of the project is nearing its completion. In the end, I would like to mention that on this auspicious occasion, we worked as a team from the government side under the visionary leadership of Honorable Prime Minister. We are doing everything possible to strengthen the Indian judicial system and also to have a very, very close, cordial relationship with the Indian judiciary. And I'm also fortunate that all the Chief Justices of India, the previous two former Chief Justice and the present Chief Justice, and the team of the Honorable Judges in the Supreme Court, as well as the High Courts led by the Honorable Chief Justices, we have shared very, very cordial relationship and identified those issues which we have to deal collectively. On this auspicious occasion of the Constitution Day, I once again thank all those participants who are here. With your guidance, your vision, and your active support, we will definitely make India the most vibrant democracy in the world. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. May I now request the Honorable Chief Justice of India, Dr. Justice Dhananjay